Insert a valid SIM card before connecting the power supply and waiting for boot up. Network connection successful. We unlock the keypad by password man1234. The GSM diner supports two voice messages each 20 seconds.
Intruder alarm, intruder alarm, intruder alarm.
Finish and exit recording, press enter button. Remember the recording time at least more than 10 seconds. When the alarm is triggered, if there is no any voice recording, the diner will not call the numbers. The two voice recording correspond to trigger 1 and trigger 2 respectively.
Intruder alarm.
Set alarm numbers. The GSM diner supports 10 SMS numbers and 10 voice call numbers. The memory 1 to 10 is SMS numbers, and the memory 11 to 20 is voice call numbers. After we complete settings, let's check the preset number. For input trigger, 2 positive, 2 negative. The trigger 1 and the trigger 2 is positive. The trigger 3 and trigger 4 is negative. The difference between trigger 1 and trigger 2 is when the trigger 1 is connected to the 12-volt positive for 3 seconds, it will die by GSM first, then die by telephone line, and play back the first voice recording. The trigger 2 is die by telephone line first, then die by GSM, and play back the second voice recording. Finish the wiring. Let's test the trigger 1 and the trigger 2. Whenever the trigger 1 connects to positive 12 volt for 3 seconds, the diner will be triggered. It will send the SMS along on trigger 1 to memory 1 to 10 numbers, and will be called by SIM card to memory 11 to 20 numbers. Once you answer the call, it will automatically play the first voice message. It will hang off if no any operation in 20 seconds. Then the GSM diner will start to die again by telephone line. If you want stop dialing, you just disconnect the 12-volt positive trigger signal. The GSM diner will stop dialing immediately. Test negative trigger 3. Whenever connect negative 12 volt for 3 seconds to trigger 3, the diner will send SMS to memory 1 to 10 numbers and will play back the second voice recording. If any number disconnected, diner will die again by PSTN telephone line. The difference between trigger 3 and trigger 1 is the trigger 3 is negative trigger. For outputs, the diner have 4 negative outputs. Output 1, 2, 3 controlled by SMS. The output 4 controls through missed call. We will connect with strobe light to show you how does it works. After wiring, send SMS to output 1. The output 1 will be activate such pass output for 2 seconds. Output 2 and output 3 have 2 working mode, pass output and the low-level output. The factory default is pass output. Send SMS to activate pass output for 3 seconds, same as out 1. It will automatically turn off. We can change the output mode by keypad. Change to the level output. Finish setting. User can send SMS to activate output. The SMS confirmation will be sent to your mobile. Then you need to send a second SMS to switch off the output. Output 4. Only output 4 support call control. Other outputs are SMS control. Authorized number can throw free phone call to control the output 4 on-off. First, we need to set it from the 20 numbers that have been set up. After setting up, you can view the numbers, and you will find that all numbers which have been authorized to allow the control output 4 are followed by a star, which means that number set successfully. Now, call with authorized number to test how does output 4 working. Ring after 3-5 seconds, diner will automatically hang off, and the output 4 will be activate such pass output for 3 seconds. Set up the telephone remote control. This function you also need to set it from the 20 numbers that have been set up. After setting up, you can view the numbers and you will find that all numbers which have been authorized to remote control are followed by a hash, which means that numbers have been set. After setup, you can view the numbers and you will find that numbers which allowed to do remote control are followed by a hash. Attention! If the number is set to phone remote control, then the output for control cannot be supported at the same time. When you received a long calling or you want to call back to the diner, you can two-way communication through phone.
Hello.